Ever been a factor? Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys out the mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping high.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than...
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. George Kittle, 27 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Raiders 0. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on second down. Carr, they swing that out wide to Jacobs.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Carr now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 2. A handoff, it's Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Raiders nothing.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Eluding the pressure right. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Here's Murray. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Again with a juke. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, L.A. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 21-0.
Chargers 21, Raiders nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Carr again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They go with Jacobs. Powers through him. Knocks over another. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
21, Raiders 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is a counter play, Eckler, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here.
Brings up second and a yard at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
First down, Murray. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his right. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 28, Raiders 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this will be caught at the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Trucks over him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
On play action, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are back within a score. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Murray off play action. Buying time to his left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw is Murray. This is swung out to Eckler. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Murray now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He'll look downfield for Waller, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't.
Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Pushes him over. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
On the give, this is Eckler. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, Chargers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Murray. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw, Murray. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Carr going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. Unable able to corral him. He fights through. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10. Murray, one final try. Steps away. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Las Vegas, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. They will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to